Today I'm sharing with you my top 10 apps that I regularly use to help me be a better homemaker. They help me stay organized, save money, plan meals, and more. So we're all going to have a different idea of what truly helpful is. So keep in mind that I'm coming at this from the perspective of a home manager, not a bank manager. But in no particular order, these are my top 10 apps for homemaking success. The first one is Calendar. My husband and I have a shared Google Calendar. It's been a total game changer for us. Anytime we make plans, we make sure that we put it in the Google Calendar if it's going to affect other people in the family. That way, if we didn't talk about something, we go to put something in the calendar and we see that there's an event happening, we can avoid conflicts there. So we try to have those conversations ahead of time, but if we miss it, we know we're going to find what's happening in the calendar. And the next month is going to be super busy for us. And it's really overwhelming to just even think about it, but it's all in the Google Calendar. I know it's there. Every work trip that my husband has, every play rehearsal, piano lesson, music festival performance, soccer game, they're all in there. We'll get through it one day at a time. It's going to be fine. The next one is Bring, and it's a shopping list app. It has a few elements to it that make it really essential for me. The first one being that you can share your lists between multiple users. So my husband and I both have access to these grocery lists, and you can create any number of lists. So we organize our app based on specific stores that we shop at. So if we need something from a particular store, we'll add that item to that store's shopping list. And if one of us is there, then we know exactly what we need to get from there. So we've got lists for Costco, Superstore, Safeway, Wholesale Club, and then there's just a general any store list that maybe there's something from a store we don't go to often. We've got a list for that too. I love that you can customize the order that the items appear in your list based on how your store is designed. Not every store is designed the same way. So for example, when I go to Superstore, I hit the produce first and then dry goods, the dairy, and the bakery. But when I go to Costco, I do dry goods first, then dairy, produce, then bakery. So I can arrange the order of my ingredients in each list to display in a way that makes sense for each store. That way I'm not wasting time running all over the store because I didn't see something that was farther down on the list. And now I have to backtrack 10 aisles to go get that thing. I'm almost done raving about this app, but one other really helpful feature that I appreciate is that it keeps a record of your most recent additions in each list. So when I mark that I've bought it, it goes from the things I need down to the list of things I've purchased. So I can go through that purchased list and just tap on those regularly purchased items and it'll pop them back up to the top of the list. And I know that I need to pick them up again. The next app that is essential for me is just a more so of a category than a specific app, but my grocery store apps. So we're all going to have stores that we normally shop at, stores that have loyalty points, and stores that we want to check prices at. So for me, that's my Superstore PC Express app, my PC Optimum Points app, and Costco. Those are normally the store apps that I'm checking. But it's nice to know what my deals are, what am I getting offers for extra bonus points, and I only buy them if it's things I actually need. You're not helping yourself if you buy stuff just because you're earning extra points. The next app that I love is Flipp. And this is just a digital collection of store flyers. And I search it normally by store. So I'm checking the Superstore flyer, but sometimes I'll search by item, which is really handy. So often I'll check, does anybody have butter on sale this week? What about ground beef? You know, those things that stores will often put as a loss leader on their front cover. It's easy to search by item, or I can just view the front covers of the stores around me and I can see if anyone has a really good deal that's worth making an extra stop for. Like Walmart occasionally has some great deals, but it's not where I usually shop. So Flipp makes it easy for me to find those deals and plan my shopping accordingly. The next app that I want to tell you about is my wallet. This has been a game changer for me because my wallet is huge. I carry so many cards with a lot of kids. Just carrying everyone's health cards is a big job. So if I can get some of those store loyalty point cards out of my wallet and put them in my phone, it makes things so much easier and it's easy to find them. They're all in one place. Usually each store has its own app too, but then you're searching for specific apps. If I just keep my wallet app on my home screen, it's easy to find that. And I've also got my debit card, my credit card in there. I'm a bit of a Luddite. I was a late adopter to putting those payments on my phone, but it's really helpful when I just have to run in somewhere quick. It's a small purchase. I can tap my phone and make a payment. It's really convenient. I also like it for the convenience of loading event tickets and boarding passes when I'm flying. It all just collects in there and it's organized and easy to find. The next app I want to tell you about is Clear. This is my favorite app, probably of all time. It is a list app, and it's the only one I've found that is stupid simple enough for me. A lot of list apps are a monthly subscription. They're pretty ridiculous fees, and they're offering me features I don't need. Clear was a one-time purchase. It almost seems silly, but it's perfect for me to keep track of the things that I need to. It's lists. It's like keeping a notebook, but I can keep track of birthday gift ideas, vacation destination suggestions, things I need to do if I'm running errands for the day. The satisfaction of swiping them off is a reward unto itself. Apparently, I'm easily amused, but you really should try it. It keeps my brain organized, so I don't have to keep track of all this stuff on my own because I will forget. If I know that it's in my list, I know I'm not going to forget it. Okay, so the next app is YouVersion Bible. Reading the Bible is a priority for me. And I used to always sit down and read a paper copy, except for the days that I didn't, because sometimes it's hard to carve that time out of my day. And for some reason, I felt like it would be cheating to listen to an audio Bible. However, there's a lot of research to support that there isn't much difference between reading with your eyes or reading with your ears. What's important is actually getting words in your head, and in the case of the Bible, getting those words into your heart. Author Jen Wilkin has said, "The heart cannot love what the mind does not know." And if we're going to be people who love God, we need to know God. And to get to know God as he has revealed himself in the pages of the book that he wrote, the Bible. I listen to the Bible every day. I'm without excuse because even though I might not have a quiet moment to sit alone with my Bible, journal, and a coffee, and it all looks perfect, I can always find time to have the Bible read to me. I'm reading the same Bible in a Year plan as my family and those in my gospel community group from church. And it's really nice that we can keep each other accountable with our shared reading plan, share thoughts and questions related to each day's reading, and to get our Bible reading done in community. Another app I love is my podcast app. Listening to podcasts makes me feel like I'm eavesdropping on interesting conversations, except people actually put it out there for you to listen to, so you don't have to feel bad for doing it. I don't have a ton of time for podcasts, so I keep my subscriptions pretty minimal. But I love that they're a reasonable time commitment. I can usually listen to an episode while I'm driving to get groceries or doing other errands. A couple of my favorites right now, if you need some suggestions, one I love is called Come Over for Dinner. It's just about having people over, how to make it manageable and enjoyable and joyful. And another one I love is called Poured Out. These are friends of ours. They discuss life and Christianity and how their faith impacts what they do and why they do it. Next one is Hoopla. Now, if you have a library card, you most likely have access to Hoopla. I mainly use it for audiobooks, but they have ebooks and movies on it as well. I just don't like doing those things on a small screen. But I do really enjoy listening to nonfiction audiobooks. Not fiction, but nonfiction, if the reader's good, I'm there for it. So if you've never listened to a book by Brant Hansen, I suggest you change that. I'm currently listening to Blessed Are the Misfits, and it's been such an encouraging book so far. Listening to books is a much more productive and edifying use of my time than scrolling through social media. So I like to keep this app on my home screen where it's easy to find, and I keep my social media apps off my home screen so they're less accessible. And the last one, you knew we were going to end up here, right? YouTube. I love YouTube. Pretty much any question I have about homemaking can be answered by searching YouTube. Do you need to know how to truss a chicken? Watch a video. Need to know a good meal planning strategy? You can find a lot. Want to know a good cleaning product for your glass cooktop? Do you need some inspiration for cleaning your house or decluttering? My most recent search was, how do you peel a mango like a banana? I heard it was a thing. It is. It's a lot messier than eating cubes though, so I don't know that I'd recommend it, but we learned how to do it and we did try it. So those are my top 10 apps for homemaking success. I hope you found this video helpful and learned something new. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one, and don't forget to let me know what are your favorite apps for homemaking. I'll see you next time. Bye.